How many of your parents absolutely love their jobs? Is this thing moving? Cool. How many of you are going to find a job that you love? What will you be doing in 10 years? Awesome. That's the spirit. That's excellent. I'm here to tell you that I do love my job and that you can too. Let me tell you a little bit about me. Is this thing going? There we go. I'm a producer at Electronic Arts, which is also known as EA. We're the people who bring you games like Madden, Need for Speed, Medal of Honor, and The Sims. Let's hear it for The Sims. That's what I work on. And before I came to EA, I actually ran my own video game company that I started with my husband and his brother. You may have heard a story that there was a fool who didn't know that something could not be done, so he just went ahead and did it. That was us. We didn't know that it's supposed to be next to impossible to start your own game company, so we just went ahead and did it. We convinced a publisher to give us money, we hired people that we liked, and we made video games that we were really proud of. There were about 15 people at our little company, and eventually, I wanted to make really big games, the kind of games that take more than 50 or 100 people working together to make. And so I came to EA. And now, I'm the producer on a really big, really exciting new game called The Sims Medieval. It takes a really big team of people to make a big game like this. And these are all people who are very talented and passionate about making great games. And that means that it's really fun to come to work every day and work with those people. Let me tell you about some of the people you need to make a game. You need a lot of artists with different types of talents. Some who like drawing, painting, artists who like working in 3D, artists who like drawing people, or hairstyles. Now I'm going to show you a clip and you'll see the work of visual effects artists, animators, and listen for the work of the audio team. Okay, I don't know where that music came from, but it was awesome, I liked it. Sort of soundtrack of my life, but then I realized you guys were hearing it too. Okay, so next I'm going to show you a longer clip, and this time look for the work of all those different artists, the people who designed what the characters would look like, what they would wear, what their hair would look like, and also think about how you're seeing the work of the engineers who figured out how to draw everything on the screen, who lit the world, who make the characters know where to go and what to do. And you're also seeing the work of the designers who figured out what that whole game world should be. Last thing, it's audio, which would be way cooler. Okay, cool. Flipped it off there. Okay, so what does this have to do with you and finding a job that you love? Okay, clearly I love my job. I make video games. But the reason I love my job isn't just because I think making video games is cool. It's because of the people I work with. It turns out everyone comes to work there because we love what we do. Everyone comes with a great passion for making a great game, and that brings out the best in me. I want to do the best for my team, and that makes it fun to be with them and to work there. I learned something a long time ago about myself, that being with the right people can really inspire me, can make me feel energized about what I'm doing, excited about doing a good job. The key is this: you need to really notice. Notice who brings out the best in you. Which people that you're with make you be your favorite version of yourself. Let me tell you a story about something that happened to me in college. There was a big test coming up, and I decided I was going to study with the cool group of kids. But I found that studying with them didn't make me feel smart. I felt kind of stupid. They didn't like the class, and when they talked about the schoolwork, I found that I couldn't understand what they were talking about. So I went back to studying alone. Meanwhile, in another class, we were randomly assigned to work on a team project, and I was assigned to work with two guys I didn't know. These guys were really smart, they loved the class, and at first it was really intimidating. But I realized as I worked with them that I felt smarter myself, and I felt inspired to do my best work because I didn't want to let my team down, and we got an A on that project. Oops, I went too fast. There was a dragon. Meanwhile, in the other class, I can go back. Cool. In the other class, when we got our test back, the professor did something that was pretty mean. That professor liked to hand out the grades publicly. He would hand back everyone's test, he would call each kid up by name, and he would call them out in reverse grade order. So everyone who got an F got called up first, and the A's got called last. And I was happy I got called pretty near the end, but much to my shock and horror, all those kids in the cool study group, they got called up near the beginning. They got F's and D's. And I realized that I should learn a lesson from how I felt studying with those two groups of kids. One of them I felt really smart, and one I didn't. And that the key is this: you need to really notice who brings out the best in you. When in life, especially in high school, it can be tempting to want to go and hang out with the cool kids. But it turns out it's a lot more rewarding to spend time with the people who make you feel your best, who make you be your favorite version of yourself. So you have to really notice. If you have this skill, notice when do you like yourself best, and choose to be with the people who give you that feeling. That's going to serve you in high school, and it's going to serve you in your job. And if you always do it, you will end up liking the work you do, and liking the people you work with, liking the work that you do, and above all, liking the person that you are. Thanks, guys.